Hi, in this video we are going to implement the get method together. So we are going to have a public method that's going to return with a value. So we are going to have a key and we are going to look for the given value associated with that given key. So first we have to check that if the key is equal to a null, we are going to return with a null. And of course we have to implement the hash function method. So as we have seen in the previous videos, it's going to be private. It's going to return with an index that's going to represent the index in the array. It's going to have the name hash with the key, and we just have to return with the key. Okay, somehow we have to transform this generic key into an integer. This is why this hash code has came to be. It is a built-in method in Java. And of course we have to make sure that it's going to be transformed into the size of the array, which is at the beginning is the constants.table size, which is equal to 10. Because somehow this hash code may be returned, for example, 10 million. And if we would like to insert that given value to the array index 10 million, we are going to end up with an index out of bound exception. This is why we have to use this modulo operator with the capacity, which is the size of the table basically, the 10 at the beginning. Okay, so we have to calculate the hash index, or sorry, I'm going to give the name index. So we hash the key, and while the keys that index is not equal to a null, if we bump into the situation where the keys at the index is equals to the key, so this is the situation when we find the item we are looking for, so we just have to return with the values at the given index. As you can see, we have a one-dimensional array with the keys and a one-dimensional array with the values. So while the key at the given index is not equal to 0, we have to check that, okay, is it the given item we are looking for? And we have to check it according to the key. And if it is, so they are equal, it means that we have found the item we are looking for. Anyways, we have to consider the next item because this is the so-called linear probing. Okay, so that's why I'm going to update the index as the index plus 1 modulo the capacity. So we consider the next possible array slot. Maybe there has already a value inserted that given location, so that's why we have to iterate with this while loop. Anyways, we know that we haven't found that given item, so we have to return with a null. But basically it is the same as we have seen. If the key is a null, we just return null. Then we calculate the index with the help of the hash function. The hash function is going to transform that key into an array index. And if the keys array at that given index is not equal to a null, what does it mean? That there is an item inserted to that given location. We just have to check that, okay, if the keys are matching, it means that this is the item we are looking for. We just return with the values index. Anyways, we have to consider the next available slot, because maybe in the put method we try to insert that given item, but we come to the conclusion that there's a collision, so we have to consider the next array slot possible. If there is an item again, then we have to consider the next one. So that's why when we get the item, we have to do the same. But basically, we have already considered this situation in the previous lectures. So this is how we implement the get method. Thanks for watching.